All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Lab. With you today, you have Lou, Alex, and Brandon. Trotter actually has the topic for us today, so he's going to read that off here for us.
Well, we talked about this like a few weeks ago to be prepared. Now you put me on the spot. See if I can read.
I was going to say, read it out loud, big guy.
Who inspired you or played the greatest role in why you chose the profession you're in?
Who wants to go first? Rock, paper, scissors. Who does it first?
All right, go, Lou.
All right, thanks for volunteering me. All right, I guess, man, I don't even know who to think about. Who inspired me to get into the physical therapy profession? Man, I have to think about that one for a second. I don't know. I feel like there's been multiple people. Um, in all honesty, getting into the profession was not my goal to start. Um, I, never thought I would actually be a physical therapist. I always thought I was going to be, in the weight room or something along the lines of an athletic trainer, something I was going to be more in the field, not so much more like the rehab setting. But then I had a few different people, I guess, mentor wise, um, and inspiration wise, I guess, to kind of start. I have an older cousin, Brad, basically lives out in Colorado. You want to meet one of the most positive individuals in the history of probably the world. Um, Growing up in high school and growing up in college, anytime I ever had any type of like, I guess, doubts about what I wanted to do, I could always talk and confide in him. Just about like kind of sorting out my passions and things of that nature. I liked weightlifting. I liked helping people. That was always kind of my goal. Obviously, I had injuries and things like that, which I was an experience. I had the experience of physical therapy myself, and I was like, this might be something I could do. Um, got to shadow a few different physical therapies. I guess there's not really a one particular individual. If I had to say like my actual like inspiration for like helping others in general, it's probably gonna be my cousin Brad. Um, just man, I don't know how to say it without getting emotional, but um, like you want to talk about selfless and like putting yourself before or putting others before yourself. That's my cousin Brad. He's helped me through a lot of dark times in my life. He's talked to me through a lot of tough situations, a lot of aspects of my life where I myself did not necessarily have um, the answer readily available. I didn't have, I mean, don't get me wrong, I had a support system and all those wonderful things, but I could always talk on a more personal, more vulnerable level with him more than anyone else. I mean, obviously, I had my little brother Jack and my sister Rachel, who I could confide in as well. But someone outside the realm of my immediate family, Brad was kind of that sounding board, my unbiased opinion because he didn't have a hand in the situation, um, and so he could be bluntly honest, like that was an idiot move, or he would say it nicer than that, but aspects to what I needed to do or how I needed to be better, how I wanted to, I guess, exonerate that now is I try to help every single person I ever have contact with as soon as they walk in my clinic door. I'm going to try to make their day in whether it's you walked in and they look like they were already having a crap day. They didn't have a smile on their face. They weren't doing 100% maybe as well as they thought they needed to be doing. Um, Physically, I wanted to make them as about as functional as possible as I possibly can. As soon as they walk in through that door, I have my plan ready to go. I'm ready to go through that entire spiel with them. It's just, man, that is kind of a loaded question. So I guess that's kind of the beginning part of it. I mean, I can go, I don't really want to talk the entire time, but that's kind of the start of it all. But yeah, my cousin Brad, I would have to say, without a doubt.
That's solid.
Yeah. How about you two?
You want to go? Want me to go?
Oh,
Hey,
you can try to back that up
Oh,
if you want.
shit. Mine ain't nearly as deep as that. From like a coaching aspect, is my dad. He coached high school boys basketball and junior high girls basketball for as long as I can remember. So every time I get out of preschool, pretty much I'd go straight to the gym, kind of watch him coach. And as the years went on, I got a little older, kind of realized it wasn't just so much as coaching; it was like the relationship building that he have the players like that. So kind of making those connections outside of not just basketball, but in life. So as a coaching aspect, definitely for my father, it's from a strength and conditioning portion. Like we never had a strength and conditioning coach at our high school. It was always like our sport coaches just kind of throwing lifts in and stuff like that. So I never really had like a specific strength coach one, but I'd probably say like the guy that I did my internship with, Josh Kozier. He he'd come back after school and he did some like close strength and conditioning stuff in the local area, and he would do like substitute teaching throughout the day because like obviously you don't really train too much during the day. So him coming back into the school and kind of just talking about like how his day lays out, what he gets to do with the kids, and how he works with a bunch of very range of different athletes and stuff like that. So that kind of sparked my interest. And then when he opened up his gym in Michigan, and as I was going into college, he'd kind of talk to me about how it's not just like a factory. It's not just doing the same thing over and over again. Everything's changing. Everybody's different, multiple different sports. So it was kind of if you have like an undiagnosed like ADHD, like I do, where like I just can't do the same thing over and over again. Like I have to have something different, a different stimulus every day, like every hour or something like that. And then that was kind of another reason I kind of got into it. But just probably them two were my most influential people for this field. Why I got into it.
He just tried to sneak that in.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm sure.
Not official, but it's definitely there.
Oh, 100%, brother. Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh my God. No, that's good, Brandon. That's pretty solid.
Sorry. She is yeah.
The
Our
tiger's
cat
out.
is in the mood of knocking crap off of the table and just to see a reaction.
Mine's creeping up on me right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dang. Well, I mean, I guess I'll try to follow those two. Mine was kind of spaced out a little bit. So there's like three of them, but the first one is like kind of what Brandon said, like my dad as well. I think like everybody views their dad as like Superman growing up, but like my dad was like built like the action figures. Like he was into bodybuilding. He like really like brought home like form on things and just doing like the little stuff like push-ups, pull-ups, and all that other stuff. And so yeah, he was a personal trainer for a little bit as a side gig. Like when we were super young, like I don't remember a lot, but I mean he took us to the gym a lot. We were always in like the little playroom, so we were around it. And that was at Moore's Nautilus, I think, like down in Miller Lane or something like that. It's no longer there now. It's like a boot wear company or something like that. But yeah, I think about that every time I drive by it. And then the other one was like more my age, I guess. He was a little bit older, but it's my god brother, technically. Ryan. He was like, when he was younger, probably in late teens, maybe early 20s, he got real heavy into bodybuilding. And our parents were like best friends. Like, I mean, obviously they're my godparents. So we would go over there a lot. And this dude, like, I mean, mid party, he would just whip out like chicken and rice, and he'd just be slamming it. And he would just like all the time, he was like, if you want to get big, you have to eat. And this is what you got to eat. And then I remember he said something smart ass, and this is like where I say it now, but like, you eat for performance, not for taste. And so like, yeah, it's where he got it, I don't know, but I'll give him the credit for now. So yeah, there's that one. And then because I mean I was just a kid. I was probably like maybe 10 when I started really noticing him. And then he just had, I mean, he was a little bit shorter, but his arms were the size of your fucking head, so I was just like, who doesn't want that?
Sounds like a goal.
And then yeah. And then I got really blessed with a strength and conditioning coach when I was in high school. He's still there, actually, Greg Schultz. He never came across as a like you have to do it my way or the highway kind of thing.
Mhm.
He would always find a way to motivate us as kids. You know, he knew the ones that were quiet and didn't really need like motivation, but then like the ones that were kind of like, you know, smart off the mouth, like he'd go back at them and all this other stuff. And I don't think I was too lippy when I was in high school. I mean, maybe he could tell me different, but yeah, I mean, he was a big role in that. You know, I've been grateful enough that he's allowed me to come back a few times, like to the weight room and just do like, you know, just different little sessions with the kids and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, I mean, and he was my physical therapist too. Like after I moved home from blowing my knee out, and he kind of put me all back together and started actually like rehabbing me um, as an actual athlete rather than just like an old man. You know, because I was only 19, but I was doing the same stuff that the 65-year-old knee replacement guy was doing next to me. So yeah, I can definitely give credit to him as well. Like he's always stuck with me. He's always been like the kind of coach that I want to follow or you know be like. I guess. Yeah, that's it.
Damn.
Enough of the emotional stuff. I can eat my dinner.
All right, dude. Freaking Ronnie Coleman. Freaking,
Is that who it was? Was it
Sorry,
Coleman?
yeah,
Was it? Fuck.
I just started yelling freaking yeah, buddy throughout the weight room all hours.
That's the most anabolic right there. You just got to yell.
Oh yeah.
Yell, act a fool, cause a scene. Make sure everybody's looking at you right before you lift. That way they can see you fail.
how you get big, right? You just grab the heaviest weight possible and thrash around.
Yeah, don't warm up. Just go straight to it. Save your energy.
Strap up and go.
Grip it, rip it, and pray.
Yep.
I think grip and rip. I don't know. Either way. No, that's good. Yeah, no. Anything else you guys want to add on terms of like because we kind of just talked about like, you know, mentor wise or like who like inspired you to do what you do. Um, if that wasn't the case, what do you think you'd be doing?
Military or K9 unit in the police department, probably.
Yeah, maybe that route, or I'd probably be sitting at like, you know, a 9 to 5 desk job like I was for so many years before pulling the trigger. I would say that anybody that's like looking to pull the trigger in this sport this profession, like all in. You have to be all in. You can't half-ass it because those days are long and they're wary. I mean, I don't think that I would have pulled the trigger when I did if it wasn't for like my wife pushing me and then Brandon like giving me the confidence as well. So he's a big reason that I made that decision to go full time. But that's like 10%. 90% was Steph.
Yeah, I'll take that 10. Double
Easily.
digits, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly don't know what I'd be doing if I wasn't doing physical therapy. Maybe
Probably
go-
living under a bridge.
Probably. I'll be like, you know, the toll troll. Game on. Never know. No, I don't know. Maybe a lawyer. That's what my dad does.
Okay, now you're showing off.
In that case, I'm changing mine to a doctor. Brain surgeon.
Yeah.
I'd be a medical surgeon. Brandon.
Yeah.
I can't sit still. Scalpel. Wait, what? Sir, where'd you go?
Working on one part, then I lose concert, and I gotta go the other part.
I'm
Yeah,
down at the leg. I'm up the shoulder.
Yeah.
Would
You
make
leave equipment in the body and sew it
Oh my dark subject.
Go get an MRI and see what happens. It'll come out.
up. Yeah. Just a pair of scissors in there.
There's like scissors. There's some towels. Like what the hell were they doing there?
I was trying to soak the blood up.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Morgan's probably listening to this just horrified right now.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Smarty Pants back there gets a freaking 44 out of 45 on her test last night.
Yeah. Well, she cheated. So
She
obviously.
definitely cheated, had to.
Yeah.
Yeah. What test did she have?
Nurse practitioner license. The gut. Was it right? The gut?
Go Morgan. Good job.
Test? GI tract? GI tract.
So proud of you.
Yeah, she was texting me on the phone. I was giving her the answers, so it's all right.
Oh my god. No.
Right. Oh, yeah. Veggies always give me a tummy ache, so just put that down as the answer.
Anything else you guys want to add from today's episode? You guys want to call it short and sweet?
Call it.
Short and
To the
sweet.
point.
We made our point.
Yeah, those are the people that inspired us. I guess if you have any questions, just let us know. But we'll see you guys in the next episode.